All right, thanks everyone for coming over. Already 77, great, awesome. Thanks for waiting. Again, sorry for starting about 30 minutes late. For those of you who were on my Reddit stream and who also follow the Discord, you know that I had already apologized. I had to deal with some stuff, so I started the Reddit stream about almost an hour late, unfortunately. Sorry for those of you who were waiting. And then I decided to do Reddit for about an hour or so. And now I've switched over to YouTube, so here we are. Again, sorry to start 30 minutes late, but here we are, and let's get going. Hopefully it won't interrupt the stream tomorrow, which is within the 24-hour limitation, but let's see. And another thing is I only have like half battery right now, so I'm not sure how long this stream will last. But let's do our best. Yeah, see, people are already commenting the quality's way better, right? It's like twice as good. All right. Yeah, first time I got over 100 viewers on here. That's great. Connection doing okay for you guys? Sounds good? Someone said, interesting, you don't get a lot of looks for filming. Yeah, I try to be pretty discreet and out of the way. I try not to film right up in people's faces. Try to stay from a distance and also not bother people. I'm glad we got a lot of people on here, even though I was 30 minutes late. Thanks for your patience. I will try to be better, but sorry I can't be super reliable. Life can be crazy at times. Sorry, I missed that one big comment. I'm actually only seeing like 2 or 3. They're moving pretty quickly and they're... Yep. Yeah, I can only see about 2.5 comments at a time. So that's the one difference from Reddit. Reddit, I can see so many comments and it's very easy to interact with people. YouTube, I can only see like 2.5. Half of it's like blurred out for the top comment. Yeah, there's a trade-off though, because you get the higher resolution. So although the interaction might be less, the resolution is better. I've showed this to people a few times. Do you know what this is for? Supposedly this is to keep the cats away. People say that the light refracts off the bottles and it messes up the cat's eyes, so they don't come bothering in front of your house. You said there was gaps between the car spaces. I didn't notice that. I'll take a look out for that later. You asked me to say something in Japanese. What do you want to hear? Yeah, I agree. It would be good to get a SIM card that I could do this on for data instead of using Wi-Fi. Maybe I'll eventually do that. I'm doing all this for free right now. I don't have any donation function set up, so my travel costs and everything is on my own. My gear and all that I'm doing on my own, so I'm a little bit reluctant to invest into a new data plan right now until I can get that kind of stuff going. So right now I think it's pretty good with this basic function, and it's been relatively reliable. Yeah, I know, Venmo, Cash App, Patreon. I'll, when I find the time to sit down and do that. I think when I have enough time to not be late for these streams, I'll have enough time to set that up. And also I worry that I'll set those things up and I'll still be late, so I don't want to let you guys down. Yeah, okay, I'll find a way to get around to it. I also want to figure out the best way to do it in Japan, because these are like American companies. I know there's some other Japanese like J vloggers and stuff that do it, so I'm sure thank you. Thanks all you guys for saying you would support me. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's pretty good quality for Wi-Fi, right? If I had data, I think it would be even better. Less laggy. No, I don't use Wi-Fi around the city. I use my own Wi-Fi. Yeah, look at that, 145. The most we've had on YouTube. Okay, so the area we're in, oh no, it's not gonna be, because we're still in the winter time, it won't be as beautiful. I'll have to do this area again in the summertime or spring, because one of the best things about this area is all the trees that line the street are so beautiful. But they're all bare right now. They're all brown with no leaves, so it's not gonna be as pretty as normal. This area is called Shirokane. Shirokane Dai. Oh, wait a second. I wonder, no. I know that there's some houses around here that are really, really nice. If we have time later, the battery doesn't die, maybe we'll dip into the residential area. But for now, we'll just do, no Sakura yet. It's too soon for Sakura. But I heard that it will be earlier this year than usual. So this is Shirokane Dai, and we just came from Shirokane Takanawa. So Shirokane means platinum. So okane is money, shiro is white. Shirokane is platinum. This area is called, it's like Platinum City. So it's a really kind of a posh, upscale area. Lots of expensive shops, nice restaurants. A little bit expensive cost of living. They have lots of nice things around here. I'm sorry to hear that it's a little bit laggy. I try to improve that. It seems fine on my end, though. Yeah, it's a nice little area for me. Oh, she said it's nice, no lag for you. That's good. Oh, good. Yeah, it's a nice little area. It's different from what I usually do. Normally, I show these kind of like I said, like low-key, charming little relatively more kind of rough, kind of suburban and residential areas. And if I don't go to those kind of areas, I tend to try to go to I kind of throw in a few of those typical places like Yurakucho or Akihabara, Shinjuku in the mix just to change it up. But this one's even different. This one's like a kind of a nicely paved, manicured area, a little bit upscale, different face that you normally see in Tokyo. Just kind of, it almost looks like any other kind of like nice part of a city, like maybe in New York or DC or some other parts in the US, maybe looks like that. But actually, I think it's supposed to be kind of inspired by, see, that's one of the things, I didn't have that much time to research. I have been here before, but I wanted to read about it ahead of time. I think it's supposed to have a European flair, or Italian maybe, sort of like a rodeo drive or something like that in Hollywood. Kind of has that kind of atmosphere. People walking their dogs and going to high-end restaurants. Right now it's about 4:45 p.m. on a Saturday. Yeah, people don't smoke in the streets. I think you can get fined for it. It's basically illegal and also just looked down upon to walk and smoke cigarettes. So you would find smoking areas where you can smoke. Trying to figure out what this is. Maybe some place where you can have a wedding or special function or something. Oh wow, looks like they're building something nice here. Like I said, I was too busy today. I didn't have time to do the research I usually do on the area. I try to kind of be a bit of a tour guide where I know a little bit about the history or the local attractions, landmarks, what kind of shops they have, what kind of stuff. But today we're just going to do a kind of stroll, just randomly wander around, explore. Yeah, Milan, thank you. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a Milan. Kind of, that's right. Okay, so, this is a great restaurant. I've been here. I really like this place. Let me show you from the other side of the street. It'd be better. But this is like an outdoor eating area, and you can eat upstairs too. The inside is great. It's a great atmosphere, really fancy. You can sit out on the patio there and enjoy some wine and pizza. That's right, you just reminded me. So Shirokane, Platinum, right? The area is Shirokane, and it's supposed to be based after Milan. And they call there's some women that live around here who like to go shopping here, and they call them Shirokanese, I think, like Milanese. Like the people who kind of like live and shop around, have a kind of nice lifestyle in Milan. It's similar in Shirokane. All these are kind of nice open air restaurants. I think it's Shirokanese, they say. Someone can search it for me. Whoever searched it and said it's like a little Milan, you probably read about that as well. Usually see pretty nice cars around here. You can see this right here. I think it's a Lamborghini. Sorry if the quality is dropping. It's probably just because I'm walking past a few shops. Maybe the Wi-Fi is competing. Oh yeah, there it is, Shirokanese. Sorry, yeah, Shirokanese. Yeah, for those watching, make sure you change the quality on your end too to the highest quality. For me, on my end, it will change sometimes depending on the bit rate. It'll automatically drop a little bit. So it doesn't look as beautiful in the wintertime, but you might imagine in the spring and summer it's really pretty. The weather's good and all of the trees are in full bloom along the street here. Nice restaurants, nice atmosphere. Not your typical view of Tokyo. It's a little bit more kind of developed with these sort of sidewalks that are these brick pavement and lots of shops. No, there are not a lot of neighborhoods like this. This is a pretty unique neighborhood in Tokyo. You don't really have it like this style. Yeah, it kind of has a European flair to it. Oh, look at this. It's a Blue Bottle coffee vending machine. Some kind of advertisement for Blue Bottle coffee. I've never seen this before. So this is one of the key attractions of this area. It's called the Platinum Don Quixote. So Don Quixote is like this huge store in Tokyo where you have pretty much like everything you could ever imagine. And they're all scattered around Tokyo and they've got many floors. You can buy all kinds of stuff there pretty cheap. But this one's called Platinum Don Quixote. It's kind of a special one. I would like to go in there, but I'm almost certain that my connection will just become really terrible. They've got so many electronics and so many Wi-Fi signals that my Wi-Fi will be shot. My bit rate will be so bad, and it'll be all blurry for you guys. So I'll just show you the outside. There's also a 100 yen shop over here. It's like a dollar store, 99-cent store. Yeah, and I also don't really want to go inside right now. I'm trying to stay outside with the airflow. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to go back down the other side of the street and see the other side? Look at some of the shops over there, or venture off into some of the more residential area? A lot of people are saying residential. Ooh, fancy Don Quixote with their tropical fish. These are all the fish that they have inside. You can literally buy anything here. Big face towel, hotel style face towel. What's the blue car? I didn't see a blue car. So random, just a big thing of Pringles. Do they let you record inside? I don't even know who I would ask. I guess you could just do it and then try not to bother anybody, but it might be annoying. All right. I will go down the other side of the street just for a little bit, and then let's see if we can break off into a residential area until my battery dies. So far, so good though. Oh, you know what? There is a shrine. There is a shrine over here. I wonder if it's open. Closed. Okay, never mind. No, people don't really steal. That's why people can just leave stuff out of the shop like that. You'd be pretty amazed when you go outside of Tokyo, in the rural countryside. They have all these honesty boxes. So like, if somebody's selling like produce on the side of their farm, on the side of the house, they just put the box for you to put like a coin in. You can buy the vegetable, and you can just put it inside of put the money inside of the box. No one's around. No one's gonna verify if you did it or not. But it's just an honesty box, so they just expect people to be honest. You see that kind of stuff a lot, not just for vegetables, but for other things too. Makes me worried though, like when they increase tourism, these are like countryside, Japanese local areas. But it's not really a custom, I guess, outside of Japan. Oh, that's how you buy candles like that in Greece too, huh? Oh, you know what? There is a big park nearby, which is like... Oh, it's closed. Everything's always closed on Sunday. What time did it close? It closed at 4:30. Man, it literally closed 30 minutes ago. There's a big park nearby. It's like this big Institute of Nature. Really gorgeous. But anyway, it would have been better to go in the summertime anyway. All right, let's break off here and go into the more... Oh, sorry, Saturday. I said Sunday. It's closed because it's 4:30, not just because it's Saturday, weekend. That's a tiny little door. Look at that. Yeah, so the area is not like super interesting. It's just kind of like one long road. There's a big platinum Don Quixote. One long road with lots of nice, fancy, expensive restaurants. Good shopping, the kind of high-end stuff. And Sorry, this kind of freaked me out. There was these guys running behind me yelling, and they had like all these intercoms on there. Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of like high-end shops where you can buy some, fancy stuff. It's supposed to be kind of modeled after Milan, and just has kind of a nice atmosphere. It looks a lot better in the summertime, as I said many times already. But anyway, I thought I'd show you a little bit of a different face of Tokyo. Seems to be a big issue going on now. There's like 3 police officers that are going into this house over here. I'm not going to be nosy as much as I want to go over there and see what's going on. 2 guys ran over with like intercoms, and they seemed like super freaking out, and then 3 police officers just went in behind them. I'm gonna get away from it. I don't know what's going on over here. Five o'clock bell. That sound is called the 5 o'clock bell. So they play it every day at 5 o'clock across the country in Japan. Primary purpose is to test the intercom systems. Japan is a very disaster-prone country, so they're testing to make sure all the intercoms work across the country. But it's also secondary use is to tell all the children it's time to go home. 5 o'clock. Sun's going down soon. Yeah, someone mentioned here that previous streams it was 4:30. For some reason, the northern part of Tokyo, like Kita ward, we did 2 streams in Kita ward, and the bell went off at 4:30, so it went off a little bit earlier. But for most of Tokyo, it goes off at 5 o'clock. Do kids go to school on the weekend? Well, kids are like always at school. So they go to school all day, and then they have like cram school in the evening, sometimes cram school on the weekends. Here's that restaurant that we walked past a while ago. Yeah, activities like sports and hobbies and stuff. Yeah, they have like nice functions on the top too up there. You're talking about this building exterior, right? Another restaurant over here. Yeah, definitely no graffiti in this area. This is a really kind of high-end area. All of this green here to the left, this is the Institute of Nature I was telling you about. This is the back side. The entrance is on the other side. Aluminum fence? I don't know what kind of, maybe aluminum. Very light metal. Somebody just asked if I've done a stream in Kagurazaka. Yes, I did. I think last summer or autumn. That was one of my best streams. That was a really good one. We actually did, so I did like a really, really long stream that day. I think I did 4 hours. Probably the longest one I've ever done. I think I started in Waseda area, walked all the way through Kagurazaka and into like Ichigaya. I can't really remember, but it was a really long one, about 4 hours, I think. And that was when I really started kind of doing streaming seriously. Like at that time, it was still just kind of playing around with it and having fun. But after that one, I started getting consistent, like high number of viewers. So I kept it up. And that was a really good one. I'll have to upload that one to YouTube. It was fun. Everything kind of worked out nicely. The music was playing. There was like interesting stuff to look at. I kind of found a lot of neat stuff in the back streets. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. And that area is really beautiful. I'll have to do a YouTube stream there. It's one of my favorite parts of Tokyo. So I'll definitely go there sometime. Yeah, it's a very nice area. In retrospect, I probably should have done this area during a nicer season, like when there's blue skies and a lot of green on the trees. It seems a little bit dull. I feel like I'm not giving good justice to this kind of area at this season. So maybe I'll plan it out a little bit better next time. Let's go. Let's go a little bit further this way. The old stream should be on Reddit, yeah, somewhere. You have to scroll down quite a bit. Yeah, this is Shirokane Dai. As I said, I feel like I didn't really give good justice to it with the kind of overcast sky and the bare trees. It just doesn't really look as nice as it normally does. And, you know, I don't usually do these kind of areas because I feel like they're not as interesting as some of the other streams I do where there's a lot more stuff to look at and observe. I feel like everything here is like a little bit too manicured, too like clean and pavement and just shops and stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. But it is a nice place, like if you're living in Tokyo and you just want to kind of break, like just sort of change up the environment. If you're willing to splurge a little bit on a nice restaurant and walk along the street and stuff, it's kind of a nice experience. You can see the nice houses around here. Let's cut through here. If you were to say something, if you were to tell like a Japanese person living in Tokyo that you live in Shirokane, they'd be like, oh, wow. Because it's like considered like an expensive high-end area that's fancy. Kind of like a dream area to live. I think there's nicer areas, but it just has that reputation. I will say it's a very convenient place in terms of, maybe not Shirokane Dai is a little bit further out, but like Shirokane Takanawa is a very convenient location to get to many places. You would be able to access like really central parts of Tokyo very easily, very quickly. They've got lots of international grocery stores within a good distance. You can get to different parts of Tokyo within a one or two, like maybe like maximum one transfer of a train. So it's not that bad. Oh, you're asking about what kind of stores they have around here. I didn't really peek into a lot of them, but I saw some stuff like pottery, like kind of nice, like home decor, like a lot of home decor and clothing and like that kind of stuff. Let's go right here. There is an area, if you walk between here and Shirokane, the one that we just came from on Reddit. If I went a different way around, I took that kind of shopping street, but if you cut through directly, there's a lot of really like huge, beautiful houses what we would call mansions, which mansions in Tokyo are apartment buildings, but there are some really big, nice houses with big driveways and like kind of a gated, like houses with like gated front yards and stuff like that. Nice cars. Oh, look at that ume. That's pretty. All right, from here, I will go straight. In the first stream on Reddit, I was talking about how I was looking for a place to live around here, and it was just kind of too far out of my budget, and the ones that were in budget were just too small and too far away from the station or too old. But I remember somewhere around here, which is kind of far from the station, there was one option. I don't remember exactly where it was now. Okay, I just hit 20% battery, so you might have seen a stop or a skip in the connection. So I still have a little bit of time left, so it should be fine, but just so you know, the stream will probably end not too far from now. We're kind of getting back into, you know what, why don't we just go back? Let's do that. Let's go back to the place that we came from, Shirokane, so I can mix it into two. I could walk to Meguro or Hiro or another area, but let's just go back to Shirokane because I did a Reddit stream there, but we can add it to this YouTube stream. It'll be more easily archived then too. Hopefully 20% battery will last us. Is there an area with bigger backyards? Yeah, I mean, the further you get out of central Tokyo, the more you have houses that have like actual yards. But it's still not that common. Land is scarce. Yeah, I do have a battery pack. I use it sometimes for my Reddit stream because I can plug it into the back of my phone on Reddit, but when I use the gimbal for YouTube, it blocks my battery port, so I can't charge it. This is an old version, old gimbal, so the design didn't consider the battery function, unfortunately. I did go out and purchase a really big battery pack, which lasts a long time. If I get the newer gimbal, I'll be able to plug it in, and then basically battery won't even be an issue. Just with this current setup, I won't be able to charge it, unfortunately. No, my feet aren't on fire. I got used to walking. I've been living here for long enough. I remember when I first moved here, yeah, my feet would be so tired from just shopping for like one day, but now I don't even feel it. The new gimbal is like $400, $500, I think. Something like that. I think. Maybe it was less. I can't remember now. Maybe it was like 150, 200. Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking of a different thing. I think it was only like 150. 400 is for like an actual like DSLR camera. The one that I want for the phone is only like 150. Thanks for that. Appreciate you guys. All right, I'll set up the Patreon. Okay, I gotta set it up. Maybe a few more weeks I'll set it up. I keep saying I will. I gotta get around to it. Just be patient with me. right? $1 each from 113 people. There we go. I already got a gimbal. I want to get back on that road. Let me see if I can turn left here. Oh yeah, the super chat, you mentioned that. Yeah, once I get 4,000 hours of people watching my YouTube, then I can join the partner program for YouTube, and that's when you can start monetizing. But until you get 4,000 hours, you can't set up like super chat and those other kind of things. How many hours do I have now? I remember that I was like, I still need a lot more. I checked yesterday. 4,000 hours. And right now I have like, I don't know, maybe like 4. Yeah, I know. I also got to get a wind muff. There's lots of stuff I got to improve. Get the wind muff. Need a better gimbal. I need new shoes. I'm also trying to cut down on all of the... it's not that expensive to travel around, but I do spend maybe almost $10 per weekend or more. Yeah, at least $10 per weekend just to do the, like maybe almost $10 to $15 per weekend sometimes to do the traveling around and do streaming, because I spend about maybe 700 yen, about $7 round trip each time. Yeah, so I do drink water before I stream, but I don't like to drink water while I'm streaming because then I have to use the restroom, and it's really uncomfortable to hold it because I try to do like at least an hour stream. If I'm like drinking water and I have to use the restroom when I'm walking, it's not fun. So I usually drink before and after my stream. We don't want to watch a stream of you streaming. It's hilarious. famous person. Saturday, but it feels like a ghost town around here. Super quiet. Hey, how's the resolution kept up on your side? This is the second time I did the actual YouTube app. So previously I was using the third-party app, and hang on a second. I like this little storefront right here. One of my favorite things about Tokyo is the storefronts. You said it's not great? Okay. Well, so I was using the... Okay, so people said it looks great. Okay. I was using the third-party app, and I feel... Oh, it's a nice little also house front. Someone's there. The third-party app was good because it, like... I had more control over the settings, but when I would go back and watch it on YouTube, I would use this thing called auto bitrate. So it would kind of like auto adapt to the bitrate. And I noticed that there would be more of a kind of like, not like lag, but it would be kind of like blurry. It would kind of, when you could tell when it was adapting, it would be kind of blurry. But there's a little storefront here. Look at all those umbrellas. But when I use the YouTube app, it doesn't really do that. I feel like when I use the third-party app, I have a few pockets where it's like really crisp. You get really nice resolution. But then it goes to like really blurry back and forth. And when you use the YouTube app, you have kind of almost like a consistent, not crisp, but also not blurry. So it's almost like a kind of a compromise, I feel. So I felt like the YouTube app actually has a better, even though it's lower overall maybe, it has kind of a better consistency. Yeah, I could set a fixed bit rate as well. Which way am I trying to go? I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go right here. I think I have enough battery left to kind of do a little bit of the Shirokane station before I close. Let me know if there's any ways you'd like me to improve these streams, you know, like the kind of stuff I show, what I talk about, you know, how much I pan left and right, what you see. I kind of just, when I was first starting streaming on Reddit, I was much more like focused on stuff. But after like doing it like 50 times now, it can become a little bit repetitive. So I kind of forget when there's new people, they might want to see things and learn things, but I just kind of, more shops. Yeah, I know. After COVID, I'll be trying to do more shops for sure. Right now, I'm just sticking to outside, which has been okay. It would be more interesting to see shops. Yeah, it would be cool to put music, right? What do you think about the music, though? I mean, some people like to hear the natural sound. I've heard no music is better, someone said. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that they like to hear the natural atmosphere of Tokyo, like the birds and the cars and the bikes and people talking and stuff like that. So I thought music would be a nice thing, especially because so many people love lo-fi. Most people here, like almost 90% of people are saying no music, keep that natural atmosphere. That's what I thought. I thought lo-fi would be kind of cool because people could just keep it on in the background. Wow, see that? For the cats. I could mix it up sometimes, though. I could do like a pre-recorded one that has music and test it out, see how people like it. But yeah, it seems like everyone's comments here are saying that they like the natural atmosphere. Yeah, I appreciate you like the mini history lessons, even though I'm not a Japan expert or a Japanese history expert. I try to read up on stuff before my streams and also use stuff that I already know. Look at the way they're taking care of this tree. Like what a love for nature, right? They recognize, oh, actually this is probably for drivers. Oh no. Sorry, 10% battery left. I was gonna say, at first I thought it was for the tree. I guess it kind of is. It's probably mostly for drivers so they don't bump into it. But rather than just uprooting the tree and taking it out of the street, they kept the tree and they just put these barriers around it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I try to do a little, like, how do they say, like armchair expert? I try to do like a little reading about the area that I go to and give a history lesson. But the secret is that I actually don't know that probably more than 12 hours before I said it. I usually read about it right beforehand. Some things I know already, but a lot of the time I just read it before and yeah, bicycle stream would be cool. Definitely not going to do a skateboarding bike a lot, Japan. Definitely not going to do a skateboarding stream. I don't want to fall off in midstream. Exactly, I get to learn something too. There's a lot of benefits for me for doing this streaming as well, you know, knowledge, curiosity, exercise. It's fun. I get to speak in English and talk. I like to talk. So I had a 10% battery notification, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys now because my phone will just shut off any second now, any minute now probably. So let me just say goodbye now and thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow. Hopefully YouTube will let me stream again, even though it's within the 24-hour limitation. So anyway, I'll be doing Reddit for sure. Hopefully my plan works out better tomorrow and I'm on time because I do have a kind of cool plan for tomorrow. Nothing incredibly mind-blowing. Nothing super different, but I do think it would be interesting. Yeah, we did. We kept an average of 100 people, I think. A little bit over 100 for the stream. That was good. Baby steps, little by little. I noticed, though, when we started the stream, we had about 145 people, and the comments were moving really fast. Like I said, only 2.5 at a time. I could see they were moving very quickly. So that was kind of exciting, but also kind of like, man, I can't keep up with the comments at all compared to Reddit. And yeah, I also think that, what time is it right now? It's about 5:30, so yeah, it's too late for Americans. It's like right in the middle, you know, it's too late for Americans, but too early for Europeans, I feel. A lot of people saying, nope, I'm American, still up. So now we're in Shirokane, Takanawa. So you guys got to see kind of the whole Shirokane on this stream as well. There's this kind of small shopping street down there, straight ahead. I think I showed it on the Reddit stream. But we'll turn here and finish over at the station. This is random. Bunch of like super old gacha machines. Somebody said on my last stream that this was real plants, that you can actually grow them. Okay. Nice family-friendly area. There's a family park over here. Wow, is this new or is it? Look at this renovation project on this apartment building. That's massive. That's a lot of work. That's a ton of work to put up all that scaffolding. I suspect the phone is going to die any second now. Battery. If we can, I'm going to try to... Oh yeah, here we go. I can show you a few more of the tall, newer buildings around this area. Another big, giant residential area. feels like rain is coming. I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. It really feels like a storm is coming right now. The forecast didn't say rain, but this is like pre-storm kind of wind and colors right now. On the Reddit stream, we looked at the prices over there. Umbrella stream would be cool. No, it would be very uncool for me. It might be cool for you guys. For me, it would be very uncomfortable. I'll have no hands free. And then the wind might blow and it'll like blow the umbrella like out, like inside out. Water will get all over my phone and everything, and my glasses and lens. It'll be very uncomfortable. If it was a light rain, it might be okay. Alright, we made it. We made it to the station here. Alright. Yep, the battery will either run out or I will close in about 10 seconds. I just want to end right over here and show you guys the final view for the stream. Kind of a nice little developed area right here. Yep, this is Shirokane Takanawa. Kind of really typical bluish green windows that you see in Tokyo, stretching up towards the sky. There we go. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Be safe. Take care. Thank you.